It is now the penultimate event of Marbolian League 2025, and we have quite the exciting one for you today. It is yet another full team event, but this time it is a tournament. That's right, welcome to Block War. The rules are pretty simple. Each team will have all 4 members in one funnel, and they will come together to push that block in the middle as far in the other team's direction as possible. It's a bit of a combination of funnel endurance and block pushing. Our demo teams today, S'more and Cloudy Skies. They already were a demo team together, so we thought we might as well bring them back again. Balance things out a little bit, and they demonstrate the event pretty well, showing how each aspect comes together. Anyway, let's get on with our first match. Caramel Swirlers and Martians. Martians get a good early push. Can Caramel Swirlers push back? Yes, they can, but Martians end up taking it in the end. Our next group up, we have Titans versus Crystal Clear. Titans get the early lead, but Crystal Clear, actually, it appears they got a better finishing push, and that might end up deciding it in the end. I believe so, yes. They will take it. Next up, before I can even introduce them, it's Electric Eels and Lyman Dashers. Electric Eels but get a better early push. Lyman Dashers managed to take it back, and Electric Eels cannot stop them in their final push, meaning Lyman Dashers will be moving on. Our fourth group up, Labyrinth on the left, Pumas on the right. Pumas get a better lead, and Labyrinth can't overcome them with even all 4 of their marbles. And Pumas get a devastating overtake on them. Our next team, we have Caffeine Cruisers versus Tidal Wave. Caffeine Cruisers dominating this event, getting it very far in Tidal Wave's direction and taking it by quite a long shot. Next up, we have Phoenix versus the Snow Wolves. The Snow Wolves, if they win this event, they're honestly just doing it for bragging rights. They've already won the Marbolian League 2026. But yes, they actually will be taking it over Phoenix, meaning they will be moving on. Snowball Effect in River Rapids. Snowball Effect doing slightly better in the beginning. River Rapids has 2 chances to push back, but they can't quite do it. And this will be going to Snowball Effect. I believe we have one more heat left today, and it will be Skyfire on the right, Seahorses on the left. Seahorses getting all of their marbles out almost immediately, but Skyfire can't quite overtake them with their last 2 marbles, meaning that Seahorses will be taking this. And now let's look at our scores for our first round of the event. And I do apologize, I have lost my voice a little bit, so hopefully that doesn't affect things too much. But Titans have done the best out of our first group, followed shortly by Phoenix and Skyfire. Meanwhile, Caramel Swirlers are at the bottom. Continuing what I said earlier, this is a combination of funnel endurance and block pushing, because the slower you go, the more you can do in that final push to try to defend or make a comeback. Crystal Clear trying to do that right now against the Martians, but they can't quite do it. They flip the block over, but it does stay on the track, meaning that this play is valid. And the Martians will be taking it. Our next 2 up are Lyman Dashers versus the Pumas. Lyman Dashers have 2 marbles yet to make a comeback, but they can't quite do it. And the Pumas will be moving on into our semifinals. Caffeine Cruisers versus Snow Wolves up next. Snow Wolves actually getting a very slight lead, but it appears that they almost tied. And we have report from our HQ that the Caffeine Cruisers will be taking this one. Not that Snow Wolves necessarily needed a win here today, but still, Caffeine Cruisers moving on. Snowball Effect versus Seahorses. Snowball Effect taking it by a little bit. And we now have our semifinals, starting off with Martians versus Pumas. Martians gets a better initial push, but Pumas saves one marble and manages to overtake them in the end. A quite impressive play from them, if I do say so myself. They will be competing in the finals. Next, we have the Caffeine Cruisers versus Snowball Effect. Snowball Effect actually will be taking this one by only a little bit, but still, they managed to learn Caffeine Cruisers' play and overtake them. Here we have our third place round, Caffeine Cruisers versus Pumas. Caffeine Cruisers getting an earlier lead. They both have one marble left, and Pumas cannot undo it. And Caffeine Cruisers will be our third place. But who will be winning? Let's find out. Martians versus Snowball Effect. Martians gets a much better initial push. Each have one marble left to try to make a recovery, and Snowball Effect can't do it. And Martians just uses that last marble for bragging rights at this point. But Martians will be winning today. Here are our final scores. Snowball Effect still taking second, and Caffeine Cruisers third after winning that third place round. Pumas, who lost, still get fourth. Not bad if I do say so myself. Meanwhile, Snow Wolves getting fifth place, even though they already won Marbolian League 2026. All of these teams, except for Snow Wolves, are just competing to get on the podium by now, or if they can't even do that, just to try to get as high up in these last few events as possible. And we wish all of these teams good luck in that. But let's congratulate our three medalists for today: Caffeine Cruisers, Snowball Effect, and the Martians. Congrats to those three teams, as well as all of our teams who competed today. But now, let's take a look at our updated final scores. We have 6 teams left who can still podium, besides Snow Wolves, who already auto-qualified, Crystal Clear, Martians, Phoenix, Labyrinth, Caffeine Cruisers, and Seahorses. One more event for those marbles to try to get on that podium up there with the Snow Wolves. Still cannot believe that they already won. That is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But anyway, I am your host, Dogbot300, and thank you so much for watching.